Welcome to Ouch. Was that a ghost? This podcast may contain graphic material, which some listeners may find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised.
Help me.
Now that we covered that, here's your host, Liz.
Welcome back to Ouch Was That a Ghost. Today, back again with me is Natasha. What? From Cloaked and Cosmic, and also the co-host of Creep It Weird, along with myself.
Oh yeah, definitely go check it. I am so excited that we started that because we get to bring in the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun.
It's a blast.
But yeah, every other week. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I was just like sitting here waiting on Miss Liz, but it's okay. Now, I forgot. Where are we at? I keep thinking it's your go and it's my go.
No, it's not. I did the last one. Oh, no.
This is the Natty doesn't know what her shit is show.
Yeah, we'd have to put like a label. Like, what show are we recording today?
This is Natty from the shit show, driving the struggle bus. But, okay, only got this.
Okay.
And I am bringing predictive programming to the table.
Predictive programming.
There's a lot of examples that I'm not going to touch on, but you'll know exactly what I'm talking about once we ramble in.
Okay. Before we get into it, how are you doing with your whole COVID?
I'm better, just sleepy, and I'm really thirsty.
You're staying hydrated. I see that you're drinking like Gatorade, so good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Gatorade.
Can you taste it?
Yeah. So that's been not a problem for me, really. Every now and then I'm like, but I can smell everything anyway. Super sniffer. But
Can you hear that? My staircase is on the other side of this wall, going to the other floor, and my cats are running up and down it. I have 3 cats, and I have one that's like a moose. The other 2 are small, but all I hear is brrrr. I just hope it's not screwing up audio.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
But no, yeah, I've been staying hydrated, bumming around. I've not had a fever or anything for a few days, so that's been good.
The body aches are the worst.
I got my voice back. I sounded pretty rough. Did I send you an audio?
You did not, but I kind of like it when I have a little bit of a rasp in my voice.
Oh, I had my sexy telephone voice, that's for sure.
Like, it's annoying because you feel like crap, but at least you get like a cool little change of voice for a few days.
Yeah, I feel like for me, just normally, like if I'm talking normal, like my voice is a lot lower.
Mm-hmm.
But when I get excited, which is a lot, my voice goes really high. So it's like this weird roller coaster that I have going on, but it was like a permanent, sounded like I smoked like a pack of ciggies a day, you know? It was pretty bad. So I had to wait a little bit.
Natasha's ripping the butts.
Ripping the missiles. That is a shout out to my guys over at Cryptonaut Podcast. Hi, Mark Stores. I know you're probably never going to hear this, but if you do, you're awesome. Okay. And Uncle Bobby and Chris.
I still have to listen to them. I never have. And I keep saying I'm going to, and then I forget and I don't try them.
They are my comfort. If I go to work, I think they released like 400 something episodes this week. There's like 300 episodes. Oh my gosh, I am like promoting them hardcore. But there's like 300 some episodes in their Patreon. Both of them are chef's kiss. I love, and you can listen to your Patreon like on Spotify with the regular episodes. So it just goes in order. But I've listened, I'm like caught up on all of them. But I've listened to I'm a nerd, but I've listened to them like more than once. And then if I'm like on my way to work or on my way home or like I'm working and I just want something to kind of just chill and then just kind of go with the flow, I turn these guys on. I'll listen to old pods of theirs all the time. Shameless plug. Jeez, I think I did more advertising for them than I did for me.
Bailey Sarian is my comfort zone with her dark history. I love it.
What is it?
Bailey Sarian.
Why do I have this weird eyebrow thing on my video? Did you notice that? If I move, like I get ghost brows. I don't know what's happening. Did you see it? It's right there.
Ghost unibrow.
Look.
Yeah, I see it.
They're driving me crazy. All right. Let me see if I can get rid of, sorry, please hold everybody. I'm going to get rid of my ghost unibrows.
Don't. Why?
Let's see here.
It's your new look. Own it. Embrace it.
Right? Like the old pencil one that your grandma's had like in the 80s. Oh, here we go. I do have a ghost eyebrow. Okay, now we're back to my regular eyebrows.
Grandma's had in the 80s. When do you think I was born? In the 80s.
Oh.
I never did that, but in high school, I did do like 2 lines in your eyebrow because all my friends did it.
You did the shave.
All my friends did it, so we did the little line.
I was just thinking, like, that is so funny. I was literally laying in bed thinking about the 2, like, specifically the 2 lines in the eyebrow, like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, we did it as a crew, and we'd also, like, most of us had the same shoe size. So, like, if you had a green Reebok and she had a pink Reebok, I'd wear one green, one pink, and then she'd do vice versa. We were such dorks, but we thought we looked so cool.
You know, back in the day, 7 years ago when Melissa was born.
Old fart.
You're not even that much older than me at all. Like, I'm right behind you.
Oh, my back feels old today. Kidding me?
My body thinks I'm 90.
For real.
All right, so we're going to go, and we're just going to go ahead and get real with it. It is 2025. Over the last 20 years, we've gone from barely functional, like room-sized computers. Actually, oh my God, that's been 40 years. 40 years. I'm showing my... Everything's in the 80s for me right now. I'm trapped in the 80s, and I wasn't even born yet.
My uncle owned a computer company when I was a kid, so I had one of, like, the first computers in my room, and it didn't do anything. Play what was that, the snake game that went around?
Oh, yeah,
like a few games on there. And then eventually you could get like Print Shop and you set up
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper, which I'm amazing at, by the way.
Oh, I suck at that game.
But I had a big printer next to it where you could make like banners and stuff, but it had like barely any purpose and like a notepad that you could write on, but there was like nothing else you could do with it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's exactly like that. So she's got one of the old school ones, which is basically, unless you were an institution of some sort, whether it be a research center, college, something like that, you probably were well behind the first computers. Mm-hmm. But back then, even though we did have room-sized computers, we still relied primarily on paper, not posts, to provide pages of current events, financial information, and where and when your local funerals were going to be held. Let's face it, guys.
I'm sorry, what?
And the obits.
Oh, okay.
The obits, like, where it's like, so-and-so's having a funeral Sunday at 10 a.m. at this funeral home. There's only one in town, so you can't get lost.
Making sure you're not in it every day. Yeah.
But once again, World Wide Web is accessible to the masses, but the game has changed. Back then, again, paper. They did have yellow journalism, which did kind of influence a lot of people and their thought process. We're just not going to get into that. We're just going to let that sit and fester. We're not going to say we're not going to get into that debate. But not only are there multiple more media sources meddling in the minds of our viewers, we now have the struggle of AI creations bringing everything into question. But even before AI came in like a wrecking ball, anomalies started surfacing that created conspiracy theories referred to as predictive programming theory. So this is defined as, and this is a quote that I have, it is a theory that the government or other higher ups are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control tool to make the population more accepting of planned future events. So basically grooming your brain to be prepared for something that's going to happen later.
I don't know what I thought you were going to be talking about. I know you said what it was, but I didn't think it was this. And I am so excited. I'm going to have a tinfoil hat on by the time this is done. Let's go.
Oh, 100%. You might as well get it. One of the most common examples of these peculiar parodies are the shocking amount of events that came to fruition found within the reels in the episodes of The Simpsons. Yeah.
Yes.
So the creators of this adult-themed cartoon have been accused of having some sort of secret knowledge of shocking events that will happen at a future date. The incentives of instituting these ideologies is thought to get the masses accustomed to an idea so they are not as stunned when the real thing happens. And we're going to go ahead, just some tongue-in-cheek jokes, plot lines, other kind of ideas that are in The Simpsons that kind of fit this bill. So how much do you know about The Simpsons and the conspiracy about it?
I've heard bits and pieces, but again, I don't know what's AI. Like on Facebook, you'll see Trump is on this escalator in The Simpsons.
Yes. Or the little babies that dance. I love how I go to the babies that dance.
But I never know what's real.
There's I think it's a parrot. A parrot, and it's always, I think there's a macaw and a parrot. And usually the parrot's with law enforcement, and it's making jokes. And it's like a sick burn to these police officers.
And it's on The
like
Simpsons?
all these different, it's all on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And but I'm like, is this like, it's so real that I'm like, surely to God that's not a real bird. But I'm like, I guess it could be. I was like, how well can you teach your parent to tell? Like, I'm analyzing this whole situation, and it's just a stupid ass reel on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them you really cannot tell, and that is a whole nother thing that we're probably going to get on at another time immemorial. Like, it's going to happen, I'm sure.
I've had so many movies pop up on like Facebook, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to see that. And then you find out it was all BS. And I'm like, why would you play with my emotions like that?
I know. I've had a few where I'm like, oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then they're like, it's a joke. I'm like, like, wait a bit. That's my balloon airing out. I don't even know if you can hear that through my pop filter. But it is. We are not only going to just talk about the concept that we just did, we're going to bring examples in. So everybody will be able to go and watch or follow. You probably know about some of these. Maybe you don't know about all of them. To be honest, have not watched a lot of The Simpsons.
I watch all of the Treehouse of Terror. Like the Halloween episodes are my favorite. I've seen many episodes, but mostly those.
Yeah, I've not seen hardly any. So this is all pretty much fresh to me. Sorry, I've got like a hair in my face or something.
It's your unibrow. It's fallen.
Yeah, that unibrow. My kid's going to hate me, but I love you. He has me shave his unibrow all the time. He's like, Mom, I got a whole extra unibrow here. It's like a caterpillar. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, where's your eyebrow trimmer? Oh yeah. But anyway, we're going to go way, way back. Season 6, episode 19 is called Lisa's Wedding. So in this airing was in 1995, not so little Lisa's boyfriend, Hugh butchers a proposal attempt, leading him to request an audible by speaking into his watch in 1995.
Oh, wow.
And wouldn't you know, the Apple Watch was released 18 years later.
That's crazy, but that could be predicted.
I agree. I just found it fascinating that it was 18 years.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
If you go across some people's ideas, I mean, come on, Jetsons, we are nowhere near you in 2025 or 2026.
I know. I want a Rosie.
Right? Can you clean my house for me?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Cook dinner for me.
Heaven.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, rub my feet. What was it I told somebody I needed? Rub my feet.
Let me shut up.
What?
Go
ahead. Come on. Give it to me.
I was going to say in Rosie's shape, which would probably be the biggest problem for having it in the house with like a husband. Is that he'd be trying to do the robot.
Hey, baby.
But I said I'm going to take it back. But
we're not going to AI love dolls. We're not there yet. At some point, we will probably touch base on that because it is odd and it is crazy.
So odd.
But back in that same episode, there's a shot of infamous Big Ben while a joke is being made to have the face on the beloved monument having a digital clock face. So they made that little side joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the same shot portrays a tapered spire in the background is what they call it. So basically there's a building with like weird angles. You can see them in the background of this photo or the little like clip. But if you fast forward to 2012, you'll see the post-construction building in the exact same place in relation to Big Ben with an eerily similar shape. Like the building is now there and it was not there when it aired in 95. 2012, it was built and it looks exactly like it.
Do you think they got inspired from the show?
So that's what I will touch base on at the end.
I'm such a loser because I'm so skeptical.
I am too, though, but I'm just going through and reading through the list. We're going to skip forward to season 11, episode 17, Bart to the Future. It aired on March 19th of 2000. And in this episode, little Lisa is depicted as the president and mentions, quote, inheriting quite the budget crunch from President Trump in 2000.
But that would imply that a female got elected.
Well, it's after President Trump is president.
Oh, so just the fact that it predicted Trump being president.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
But again, he's a very Rich, powerful man.
But they didn't do Bill Gates for president.
That's true. It is a lot of coincidences, but the fact that they have so many makes you be like,
Exactly. So, again, same episode. You see Lisa sporting a purple pantsuit topped with a set of white pearls, which is ironically the exact same getup Camilla Harris wore in 2021 inaugural. And yeah, that word.
That's funny.
Like, she's wearing the same exact outfit.
Again, she could have been inspired, but who would be like, wow, I'm going to this inauguration. Let me watch The Simpsons to figure out what to wear. Like, that would be so odd.
Okay. Question 1. Does Camilla Harris, or however you pronounce her name, does she pick out her own wardrobe for events? If not, somebody might have just had a really good sense of humor.
True.
And remembered an episode from, let's see here, how long ago? Like 20 years?
Yeah, the odds are you'd have to watch that recently.
I mean, what are the odds that you would run into that 20 years later?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're watching reruns. But yeah, I thought that was interesting and wanted to point that one out.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're going to go January 23rd, 1992, season 3, episode 14. It's called Lisa the Geek Aired. I guess. Or maybe it's Lisa the Geek and I just put the quote in the wrong spot. Who knows? Anyway, this and the following year convinced many in the sports betting world to tune in and decide who to bet on by watching The Simpsons. In 1992 and 93, the Super Bowl winners were named in episodes prior to the big game.
That sounds like a Biff move.
But like, what if okay, so prior to the big game, so January in 92. So the episode came out in January, Super Bowl winner won that same season. So it's not like they predicted it and then 5 years later it happened. It came out and it happened. So do they know something?
But if they were in January already, you're pretty much at like a 50-50 split. So you could just pick one and throw that on an episode. And you got a 50% chance of getting it right.
Depending on how long does it take to make one?
I have no idea. I'm just thinking, like my head's going back to Walt Disney, that they're sitting there with a pencil. And I'm like, yeah, they couldn't have been doing that then. They had to have something a little bit better than that going on tonight.
I saw the wheel spinning up there. Like physically. All right. So we go about that. Then in season 10, episode 5, it's When You Dish Upon a Star. Even Disney got in on the fold. This particular show depicted Disney purchasing the mega station 20th Century Fox, which actually happened in 2018. So, I did not look up when that one aired, though.
That's a weird one. But again, they're two big corporations.
Yeah, but how many other ones? Disney bought Pixar, didn't they? But at the time, there was Pixar, Disney, 20th Century Fox. What's the one with the Statue of Liberty? With the stars that come across in the video? Then there's Warner Brothers.
I'm just thinking of the lion. That's not it. Shut up, Melissa. Stop thinking about that. You know the lion at the beginning?
Yeah, exactly. So that's another one. So we have the lion. We'll just say the lion one and the Statue of Liberty one. So there's all these major networks, but they only depicted that 20th Century Fox was going to get bought out by Disney, and then it happened.
See, they're all plausible things that could happen, but it's the amount of things that happen correctly that gives you pause. Like, what is going on here? Are there lizard people?
Exactly. And my thing too is we have all these ones where it's exactly what happened. The next one that I'm going to talk about is pretty freaking close. I mean, it's not a bullseye, but it's definitely on the mark. Mm-hmm. And it is way back, season 17, episode 10. Homer takes his presumed biological father in submersibles in search of a ship named Piso Majado. Sorry, I can't pronounce shit. But in this episode, Homer becomes stuck in some coral while his oxygen levels start to deplete. And most can recall that in 2023, the Ocean Gate submersible housing 5 passengers was lost at sea while looking for the Titanic. So this real-life ship imploded, killing everyone inside. Again, depleting air.
In the episode, it just had Homer and one other person.
So Homer and his supposed biological father go in the submersible. And I thought that in 2023, 2 of those 5 passengers I thought were son and dad.
I think so too.
Yeah. Like some rich family or something went down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Isn't that weird? Now, again, it's obviously Homer did not die. So that's not accurate because everybody died in the other one. But it is pretty close in my opinion. So then season 10, episode 1, we see Homer trying to strike it rich quick by siphoning grease from a group of dining establishments to sell for a profit. And again, if you guys don't remember, the hyped up alternative fuel period back in the day where people were stealing oil from restaurants to try to sell them to companies that were trying to develop efficient biodiesel. Do you remember that?
It was like lost, but now that you said it, I'm like, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, there was a whole big thing where they were just going around all these dumpsters and stealing all their like nasty grease.
And what was the time frame? What was the difference?
I don't remember. I remember it, so it's not been that long.
But I'm saying from The Simpsons airing. Was it like a year later or like multiple?
Oh, this is way later. This is way back in season 10. So season 10, episode 1, but season 3 was in 1992. In 2000, they did episode 11. So it was pre-2000.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then if you go even further back to season 5, episode 10, there is a slew of Vegas jokes, including an act with Gunter and Urs that was themed after the Siegfried. Oh my gosh, Siegfried and Roy. That guy and Roy. In the Simpsons version, Anastasia, the duo's white tiger attacks them. Okay. 10 years later, Roy Horn ended up being attacked by their pet tiger, also white, by the name of Manticore. I think it's Manticore, who drug him off stage in front of an appalled audience.
I didn't know that The Simpsons predicted that one.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, 10 years. And like, how would you know that? How would you know that?
Devil's advocate, you could be like, oh, it's a tiger. It could turn on a human. But
10 years exactly to the same person?
I got to get some aluminum foil down here. Yep.
Yeah, hold on. Let's fold this up. Instead of boats, we just make a boat and put it on our head. Like those old school little like tugboat captains. All right. Then we're going to go way ahead. Season 21, episode 12, Marge and Homer are selected to compete in the cold sport of curling in the 2010 Olympics. In the show, they were far from believed to win, but were able to pull off one wondrous win against the Swedes. 8 years later, the same teams played, and the finish was the same fashion as the 2018 Olympics.
You said 10 years later?
Yep. No. Okay, so in the episode, it's 2010. So it'd be before that. So before that, they were predicting in 2010 that was going to happen. Or that happened, I guess. It was 2010. But in 2018, the same team played each other, and the game went the same way. It was just 8 years off.
That's odd, too. But, I mean, they make so many jokes, so many things that the odds of some stuff coming right, but there's so
many. Out of all those countries playing it and it playing out the same way, that's what gets me. It wasn't just oops. It was the same way the game went.
The same score, everything.
Like the same like underdog, I think, story and all that.
Yeah. That's weird. Unless the Swedes are being paid to throw the game. You were completely frozen on my screen.
There you are. Now we're back. We're good. You were frozen too. Oh no, I think my spookies are messing with my stuff again. I haven't done a good ghost hunt in a while. I need to get that going.
If I ever get the guts up, because I know I have a woman in my house and I just never wanted to communicate with her. But if I ever get the guts up, I'll get a spirit box and we can do that as a Patreon on Creep It Weird.
Yeah, we definitely could do that.
But I got to get some balls going.
You could also order a parapuppy. Shameless plug.
I feel like it's going to turn on by itself. That's why I don't like keeping stuff here.
Oh my. No, you turn the cat balls off and on.
No, I feel like I'm going to come in here and it's just going to be going like on. And I'm going to be like, yep, okay, so I'm moving. Like, I just don't want that to happen.
Yeah, if they have the gusto to turn the ball on and be like, bitch, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'd be a little concerned.
Then I'll have to pack and the market,
I think I'm still going to do, because I live in a house, so it's not even the house that's haunted, it's me. So I do those with my cat balls. It's always usually pretty active. I got a lot of stuff going on. I used to put them on every now and then, but I need to start getting back to doing that and putting them on there. So that's where those will be whenever I get around to it.
I hated it when I recorded with you that day and the doll just straight moved.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. So that snippet, go check out the social medias, because way back when we were recording together, I got up because my dog got into something and I left the room. And when I came back, she was freaked the fuck out. And I'm like, what happened? She's like, dude, when you play this back, watch, because she goes, that thing moved. Like, not even just a little. I mean, it shifted and it was crooked. And it shifted to straight and then stayed there.
It's like my leg is asleep. Let me just straight move to the other side.
I'm like, the ghost is OCD. It's got to be even. But yeah, so we might have to get back into that. We definitely need to do it for Creep It Weird. By the way, guys, check them out. We are everywhere. We are on all the social media. We need to start posting more. We've had some Canva issues. I had COVID. She's selling a house. It's been very chaotic. But
holidays. Don't talk about Christmas near Natasha, but
it's over. We're good now.
Okay.
But anyway, we're going to be getting more active on social media and kind of have all that going. So go check it out. And we're also on Patreon and all of that fun stuff. So anyway, shameless plug. All right. So we left off with the Olympics, but earlier in the show, season 2, episode 4, makes a toxic waste joke when Blinky, a three-eyed fish, makes his debut on the show.
I love Blinky.
In 2011, there was ironically a three-eyed fishy friend caught at a reservoir feeding into a nuclear power plant.
How did I never hear about that?
Right?
Blinky's iconic.
It was ironic they found it. We are almost done. But then again, darker note, there's a scene in season 5, episode 19, Sweet Seymour Skinner's Badass Song, where a lunch lady is hoarding horse parts and a laden lunches of local lads and lassies at a local elementary school. So she's putting, in the show, season 5, episode 19, she's putting horse meat in the cafeteria food.
Do you know that's my biggest fear, is being fed not horse meat, but human meat?
Meat's meat. I'll eat whatever. I don't care. Just grind it up. It's burger.
Check out Creep It Weird. Natasha tries to make me a cannibal.
And the cannibal. Oh my God. Yeah. Natty the narc. No, I'm kidding. Natty the food eater, the skin eater. Ugh. Bleh. Okay. Gotta skin him first. But anyway. So later, the world would wince when the truth wound up, revealing that several beef products in 2013 and prior were legitimately laced with the corpses of these captivating creatures. No. You're welcome. So you probably ate horse.
No, what year was this?
2013 and later.
I was a vegetarian for a few years around there. Oh, no.
So 2013 and prior.
See, this is what turns me into a vegetarian randomly for a few years, hearing stuff like this.
Well, that's the ones that I brought. There are others not mentioned here, obviously. The prediction of the COVID virus. There's a concert of Cypress Hill at the Royal Albert Hall. And now the annual snake hunt in Florida. That's a thing.
There's a show I was watching recently about, Daryl from The Office? He was like being a snake hunter. And I thought that was just completely made up. I didn't know that was real.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Wow.
But they have a thing in Florida now because the pythons, the ball pythons that everybody's cutting loose or whatever they are, Burmese pythons. I think they're Burmese pythons. Either way, python of some sort. People were getting them and releasing them in like the Everglades.
That's what they're doing in there. And they get paid per snake that they turn in.
Yeah, they get a posse together and they go on snake hunts.
I did not think
once a year. Real. There's a big one.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. So have you seen any of these episodes?
I've seen I remember Blinky. That one sticks out to me a lot. But like I said, my favorite were always like the Halloween episodes with like the aliens that would come down. And...
Well, let's hope that those ones aren't real. All right. Do you think any of these futuristic versions could have only been added in real life because somebody saw the OG events on film and used them as a joke in real life?
Some of them I think could be.
Yeah.
But
Some of them, there's no way to predict it.
The amount of them that they get right,
like the suit that Lisa wore, definitely could have been influenced by somebody.
Yeah.
But the submersible, definitely not. I mean, Trump being president, I guess if you go real deep theory, then yes, you know, what is it? The one world order controls all the presidencies or whatever.
The Illuminati confirmed.
to be talked about on a later date, because that is way too much to get into right now. But would you rather watch a show consistently knowing these events to see what else could happen? Like, would you only watch the show because so many things come true that you want to know? Like, instead of going to a psychic, you watch The Simpsons?
I don't go to psychics. But then you're not guaranteed that everything, because how many things have they said that have not come true? Like, you would have to know how to sift.
Yeah, but would you watch it just to have an idea, to be prepared?
I would, but I don't know if I'd fully believe everything as it came on.
I don't think I would. But either way, it's some hella good advertising.
Yeah.
I mean, so many things come true that now everybody's kind of curious, or something happens and you got to think. They're going way back to these episodes to find things that happened. So they're getting tons of replays and reruns or whatever and all of that. So I don't know how royalties work, but I'm sure that whoever that is making some serious bank.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what I have. Are there any that you know of that I didn't cover?
The only one that pops out to me is the Trump on the escalator. I'm trying to think, because you know how when you scroll through Facebook,
I think I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing it, and it's like certain people in certain positions on the escalator, and they're all like identical. It's real creepy.
The clothing, and I think that they had something about the Twin Towers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I think I remember that one. But yeah, there's a lot on there that I just hadn't covered. I just wanted to fit it in. You're right. I totally forgot about the 9/11, and I forgot about the escalator one, but those are good ones too.
Do you think that this was like, you said that they're predicting it and trying to slowly give us this information, or do you think it was all happenstance?
Well, how many, like, for instance, how many episodes are there where aliens invade or there are aliens involved? Think about American Dad.
I never watched that. I know there's a gay alien. That's all I know.
Yes. Well, he goes all directions.
Okay.
Not even both. He goes all directions.
All right.
But in there, they live with him, right? So the dad helps him escape from essentially Area 51, like a military base of some sort. But anyway, he busts them out, and then he's hiding. Like, so he wears all these disguises when there's humans around. And if you watch American Dad, in the intro, they wreck their car into a pole, like at his work. And if you go right before that, the aliens in every episode wearing a different disguise. Like every episode's a different disguise.
Oh, that's funny.
And we're going to pretend it did not take me a lot of episodes before I went, wait a minute. I was more than one season in.
Do you think that they're doing that with aliens with us too?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. If you have, how much media materials came out since the 50s? An invasion here, an invasion there. And think about it. At first, it was War of the Worlds. It was Signs. It was Independence Day. Everything. It was all these horrible things that would happen if they came. And then slowly you have E.T., you've got American Dad, Alien, Resident Alien.
I love Resident Alien.
Yeah, these are all shows where there are extraterrestrials involved, but they are friendly with the, population for the most part. And it's just kind of warming you up to the idea of seeing them or being around them, or the concept of them being here, aside from enslaving the race now, because apparently we're doing, friendly monsters now. That's like the new kick I've noticed. Nothing's ever like, I'm going to eat your soul anymore. I mean, come on, people.
I feel like I'm veering so off topic, but did you watch that release that they had, the governmental release about aliens? Like, was it last year? Last year.
Yes, I think it was the last year or the year before. I did not watch it.
There was a lot of talking, but they didn't say anything.
Oh, the conference. Yeah, the disclosure.
But we can't say anything. It was just like
disclosure hearing.
It was like word salad was what it was.
And there wasn't any good answers. But we did get the TikTok film out of it, right? And a few other videos. We didn't get the whole thing, of course. They clipped it. So Lord knows what was in the whole thing. But Yeah, I think that there's a lot of influence that happens and they use the media to control people in more than one sense. There's all kinds of stuff. I'm sure we will touch base on a lot of it in the future. But you got anything else show wise? You know of any other shows that do it or anything?
No, but when you're saying the media influence, that's what I think it is with the Mandela effect, that they change certain things. And I think they do that online.
Like they're gaslighting everyone.
You're making me a conspiracy theorist. I never was. Yeah, but I feel like that they pump this stuff on you like this happened, remember? And if they show it to you 500,000 times, it almost warps your memory. And you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's like everybody's getting gaslit.
Yeah.
So, topic for Creep It Weird, possibly?
Absolutely.
So, we're going to have to do that. But
we're
yeah,
gonna wear
I'm with
hats.
you.
We're going to wear.
I know. I'll have to make foil hats. I'll have to get another foil hat. We're going to start wearing them on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I know my back's hurting. You already had your back hurting, and I think my voice is starting to go, and I'm starting to cough. It's getting a little late. So
I hate that because when you're sick, I always feel sick, and I don't know why, but I don't like it.
We are connected. There's a lot of stuff.
Don't like it.
We get some bizarre stuff happening. It's always crazy, weird connections, weird things happening in the show, weird things in the recording. I've been using my old software so I can hear when things talk, because things will talk in the mic. I was using a different software that did an overlay, so it erased a lot of it. So I couldn't hear anything, but it was a lot faster. So I just did it that way. Sorry, guys. But now that I'm doing it the old way, I've caught a couple things in the audio and I always leave them in. So if I hear them, I just leave them in because I'm like, well, they want to be on the show, so they're on the show.
I think the first episode we did together, it was like death or die or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? No, thank you.
We've had all the lights go off. We've had the power die. We've had things moving. I mean, it is bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bizarre.
Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. And thank you, Natasha, for coming on.
Yeah, I did all the talking this time. Sorry about that. Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, it was great. No, what do you mean, sorry? It was fantastic. I just got
They're going to be like, wait a minute, is this the Melissa show or what? Like, whose show is this?
Now I'm making a hat when I get off with you. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Natasha. Until next time. Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you need more content or just want to help support the podcast, head on over to patreon.com and search Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you need some snazzy merch, you can find it at crowdmade.com by searching Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you have a story you'd like to share, you can email it to ouchwasthataghost@yahoo.com. You can also find us on Facebook and all the other social media platforms under Ouch, Was That a Ghost?
Help me.
All links can also be found on ouchwasthataghost.com.